Hi, and welcome. So, today's article is about quitting smoking with baby steps. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what does a baby's first steps and giving up smoking have to do with one another? Well, in today's article, I'm going to answer this and encourage you to consider a new way of thinking about your smoking habit. Just by reading this article, you will start to realize you can actually make changes. Just like a baby goes from not being able to walk to being able to walk, it all begins with your first step. Now, if you have children, this article will bring up some really positive memories. If you don't, you will equally enjoy this article. Now, I want you now to think about to the first time you saw a child taking its first few steps. How wobbly are they? Maybe they have to hold on to someone, their little fingers clutching onto your hand or a piece of furniture. They put complete and total trust in you, and then you let go. Because sometimes you just have to let go to move forward, right? Now, all babies, when they are walking, can only go for a few steps because their muscles in their legs are not strong enough to hold them up for long. But in a matter of weeks, they will be running around with some adult trying to stop them from running into doors or falling down steps. This is how it all begins, one step at a time. Let's look closer at this scene of a baby beginning to walk. What did the faces of everyone around the baby look like? Were they happy, sad, angry? Were they smiling? Were they making any noises? Perhaps people were laughing? Maybe speaking to the baby in baby talk. That's it. You can do it. Oh, you're so cute. Can't you hear people encouraging the baby? It feels good just thinking about this happy scene, doesn't it? It's such a supportive, happy, and nurturing environment. Now, at some point, we all know the baby is going to fall, or their little legs will collapse from exhaustion. When this happens, consider what happens next in this scene. If the baby doesn't cry, then everyone is still happy. Everyone still encourages the baby. Everyone is still celebrating. Someone might even pick up the baby and hug it and kiss it, nurturing this precious child and cherishing this miracle that has just happened. And the crazy thing is where does the miracle go in a year? Long forgotten. Now this miracle is replaced with don't run. You're going to fall down. Be careful. You'll hurt yourself. Don't jump off of that. And as and this programming goes on, this miracle now becomes a curse. Thousands of messages, but those messages are important, aren't they? To protect the child. But what happens when you hear those messages over and over again? What does the programming do to you? Have you ever considered it? If you haven't, consider it now. Consider that maybe this programming can happen automatically on the inside of your mind. It doesn't even need to be said for you to fire a negative thought. Interesting, isn't it? I mean, when you think about it. Do you ever meditate? I do. And today I got into my normal comfortable position on the sofa and tuned out the world. As I sat there listening to a relaxing and calm woman's voice as she spoke to me, I felt myself becoming more and more relaxed as I sat on the sofa. As she delivered the meditation, I zoned out and forgot about the world and just let go of everything. I listened to her as she guided me into a state of gratitude. Gratitude for simple things. Grateful for my bed. Grateful for my furniture. Grateful for the amazing gift of breath. Just breathing is a miracle. As I did the meditation, I realized how perfect life is. In fact, how are you feeling right now after reading or hearing this? Maybe you're a bit happier after visualizing that baby walking and enjoying that pleasant scene when the children's wobbly little legs in their first few steps. Maybe a smile even comes on your face or a smile inside. Children are so precious, aren't they? Even the image of a child in your mind gives you a smile. Maybe you're feeling a bit relaxed as I spoke about my morning meditation. Maybe you felt like you were there with me. Maybe you saw it in your mind as I spoke about her calm voice, my comfortable, warm sofa. I want you to see that as I write this, your mind is reading these words and creating images, thoughts, and changing your moods. The written and spoken words are very powerful. The thoughts produced by reading or listening to words can have a big impact on you and your chosen actions. I mean, really, if you think about a pink elephant wearing purple shoes and riding a bicycle. No, don't think about the pink elephant wearing purple shoes on a red bicycle. You get my point? Remember this. Our words can either inspire or destroy. So can your thoughts. So where does this all lead us? So my point is this. If a child fails, if a child falls down, we don't yell. We don't get upset at the child. We don't tell the child they're weak. We don't tell the child it has no willpower or that it's addicted to crawling. No, that would be crazy, right? So why is it if you as a smoker decide today I will stop smoking, and then you stop smoking for an hour or two, but then after an hour or two you go back to smoking, why don't you celebrate this tiny victory in your mind? I mean, think about it. If you start celebrating your little wins, wouldn't the bigger wins become easier? Wouldn't the little wins turn into more little wins? And then suddenly, your whole life is running with win after win after win. In fact, if you started treating yourself and others like a child walking, I am wondering what possibilities could happen in your life. Consider it for a while. Remember, the child at first can only stand for a short period of time. But over time, the child gets stronger. And just like this child, over time your mind will get stronger and will celebrate bigger victories. The key to your success is all within your subconscious mind. Guiding your mind to think positive thoughts, to celebrate your small steps, is important as you build your way up to celebrating larger steps. And the next thing you know, poof, you are celebrating a day, a week, a month, a year, a lifetime. So my final takeaway for you is this. Hypnosis works by feeding your brain with positivity it needs to get you onto the right path of being a non-smoker. I encourage you to consider hypnosis as a way moving forward to help you quit smoking.